To say that I'm last for the party is actually an understatement, because truly I'm the last person to show you the spring stories. My very own book, the recent book that I've published, Maremi's Illustrazioni Collage Infera for the spring, much awaited book. And to be honest, I have published this much faster than I planned. But oh my daisies, like hundreds of you have been asking, and I figured, okay, I think Marta, you got the hint, it has to be published ASAP. So here it is. A lot of you have seen the book, a lot of you is using the book, and like everyone is loving it, and I couldn't be happier, I couldn't be more grateful, because this book is, to say that it's probably one of my most favorite and best being made. Oh, it's amazing feeling, and I'm so happy to share it with you and show it to you, of course. Starting with the little introduction, and we have the most beautiful, gorgeous background that you can imagine for your spring pages. A lot that you will find here are bees and a little bit of yellow, a lot of actually yellow, blue and pink and all. You'll see for yourself, of course. Starting with the beautiful dark hair, gorgeous fairies, and a lot of them are laughing one, which I know how much you love and ask for. So we've got plenty happy fairies this time. Not the fairies that I use the most, which is like this fairy that thinks about things, or she's sad, or maybe I don't know. I love these, probably sad faces the most, but I know how much you love the laughing one, so I'll watch this book because it's amazing. A lot of you have been asking, what's the best book to start with? Spring Stories. If you don't own any of my books, get the Spring Stories. It has everything, and it's perfectly done the way that it is just simply amazing. We've got a lot of elements to fill in your pages as well. Some doors, a beautiful greenery, some just fillers of the pages, tiny elements like doors and window for the ATCs, and these are also for the ATCs idea. Beautiful, stunning, regular flowers, regular or not so regular, but I think absolutely gorgeous, honestly. And I'm not saying that because it's in my book. I truly believe it. I truly feel that's how it is. A lot of you have used this window. I'm not surprised. It's a beautiful one, with a beautiful one. And we've got some basic butterflies. Everyone needs butterflies in life. Tons of you have used this one. Oh, tons of you, and it's one of my most favorite. Actually, the whole book, it's pretty much a favorite of mine. I could not make up my mind about the fairies. I just love them all. They were just also pretty, very springy. There's something super special about them. So yeah, I love all the sizes that you can choose from, perfectly measured and all, for ATCs or the jumbo cards if you wish to use. Absolutely beautiful. The most often used background is probably this one, some little birds as well, and we've got some purple. I know a lot of you love purple. For me, I don't know, the spring isn't that much. I think for me spring, at least this year, is yellow, but I just really wanted to include as much as I can for you to have the feeling, I have the options, so the purple is there. My favorite fairy, my most beautiful, gorgeous little girl, this one and this, well, all of them, guys, all of them, but look at the laughing ones. This one was used the most often for sure. I've seen it so many times with gorgeous projects, and this is going to be my next to be used. She's holding the bee. I love the idea that when I was making this book, I was really trying to focus on making something that it wasn't there, and here is one of the examples. Now, I see a lot of people who create digipapers or other collage books on Amazon as well or elsewhere. I see the images, I see the idea from this book, actually even including the names, the titles and everything, the cover. So be very careful, you may mistake my book with someone else, because I see that a lot is taken inspiration from my books. Makes me very proud, because I'm trying to always make sure that you get something that it's not there, and this was the book where I was like, wow, we have it. I came up with such a freshness, I felt it, and you too actually, and that's so amazing. The messages I was getting, Marta, your fairies are different than your previous books. The book feels so full, everything is in it. You just rocked it, girl. So thank you so much for your beautiful comments and so many amazing Amazon reviews. thank you. I'm forever grateful, because without you it's just not the same. I wouldn't be where I am and who I am without your support and your feedback as well, using of the books, giving me inspiration and ideas as well. And as I have mentioned, it makes me smile seeing others, creators of the images or books or digitals, really following the steps of my book. So, you know, a proud mama. Everyone should really look for their own style, but I guess someone could be very much inspired if something is pretty as this, and I'm not surprised. So I'm glad to giving you such a wonderful product to work with, and your projects are amazing. I couldn't be more proud of you all, my beautiful friends. So thank you so much for sharing that. Just jumping into the backgrounds. I love ducks. I love ducks. A lot of you have been also loving the ducks from the Animalia book, so I figured we need to have that in the spring books. And also I wanted to say that Maremi is there on purpose. I changed that. The previous book didn't have the name, my name, but because there are images or books or products really imitating or similar to my, and a lot of you have been mistaking it, so I figured I need to help you out. I need to make it clear which is my book, so you know, and you won't be disappointed of getting something that isn't created by me. So in case you're wondering, always look for this name, Maremi, which is my name. And if you're new here, Maremi, actually, if you don't know, it's coming from a joint two names, from Marta, M-A-R, Marta, my name, and Emily, which is my daughter. Emily, she's 18. We have Hannah, she's 7, but Maremi came up when I started this company name, when I just opened it on my birthday, actually. Would it be that 13 years ago now, on April? So it's like, it's going to be 13th anniversary. The word Maremi came up with the joint between Emily and Marta, and that's how it is till today. So Maremi, small art, if you never knew, or if you're following me for short, this is where it's coming from. I thought to share it because recently someone in the group asked this question. I was like, all right, maybe there are some new people that actually never heard of me yet, which of course I'm not surprised, and it's good to ask. So a little info here. Like in the book Bits and Bobs, you have plenty of little images included here as well, and it's a beautiful selection of little things that will just mix and match perfectly with your images. And this is a special request from my mom. She said you need to have a stork. I'm like, okay, Mom, I'm gonna have one for you, in particular for you. She really asked for it, honestly. This was used, this, like, all of them have been used. You just love the fairies from this book. I'm so proud. I'm so happy. Do you know, when I created it, just, you see it on the screen, you have the vision, I have the vision, I can envision how you can create it, and then you are out doing it, even my visions. You're bringing my visions to life big time, and a lot of times I'm like shaking my head in disbelief how pretty the projects are, far better than I've imagined. So congrats, because you are growing with you're spreading your wings, you are growing, and I think the books are giving us such a wonderful outlet for it as well. And yeah, I'm so happy for you guys. Little houses for either addition to the background or being a background itself for the ATCs. At the gorgeous background. Look at it, it's stunning, super pretty. Another happy fairy. Some backgrounds as well, and another one, yet again trying to give you a different feel for the background, something that you don't have in your scrapbook stash, and I'm so proud seeing it. Very different. Also mixed raised fairies, because I know a lot of you have been asking for that, so I do include it. I know that some mentioned to make separate book with the dark skin fairies, and I'm not gonna do that. I don't just agree with it. I think it's making it separate, it's like not fair, and it's just actually making it excluding rather than including. I just completely disagree with it. So you've got a little bit of everything in this book, and I hope this will fulfill your wishes, or most of your wishes. And actually I have to say that the Moss Stories, which is here, this one it's a gorgeous book. Like, let's be honest, it's one of my most favorite as well, with the theme. The amount of beautiful reviews you left here, I have to mention it and say huge thank you. Seriously, I don't have enough time in the air, I wanted to say, as if I'm live airing on my YouTube, but I don't meet you here often enough to remember everything. So when I'm sidetracking, I'm side speaking about things, because they do come to me, like now, saying huge thank you for putting star reviews on the Amazon for the most stories. There's so many reviews already in such a tiny short space of time, and such a beautiful, wonderful reviews. Thank you so much. And same for here. This is the freshest book, even though, as I mentioned, probably haven't mentioned that when you're watching this video today, there are 3 industrial out: the Fashionista Personas, the Bits and Bobs Industrial Edition, and Whispers of Industrial Zone. The 3 industrial books are out by now, by today's video for sure. When I'm recording it, they are in the air being nearly published. So by the time you're watching, they are published. So here's another, just the most gorgeous, pretty background. I love the variety here. And I love the little webs. I love everything. It's my huge pride and joy making such pretty unique things for you that just spark your creativity. I think that's my most important goal. How amazing is this page? Loving it. Oh, I just wish to have so much more time to make and use make the projects and use the books. But now I published the spring stories, and I've been already asked for the summer books. So it's very difficult for me to, in one sense, to have enough time to create with the books and then have time to make the new books, because a lot of is waiting. So it's a little trick, I have to say. I'm in the catch-22. Is it like, it's just difficult to challenge and balance it. So today it's my 3rd video that I'm recording, because we are going away for Easter, so catching up with things. I tidy up the desk finally after much needed tidy up after quite a few weeks. So, you know, catching up here and there. And sometimes, and I'll be honest, my knee was at me so much. Well, my knee is at me for the past 5 months, and I wasn't in the great health. So truly I'm feeling better in the past maybe 2 weeks or something only. And the last months have been hard on my head as well, because of when you don't feel physically well, your mental health sometimes then isn't the greatest, not in the greatest place. So I'm not saying that I was in the bad place, but I just don't think I was gorgeous. Let's move on. I just don't think these were used a lot. Imagine cutting this and putting it here. And someone else put another one on top. Super cute. As I just don't think I had enough room in my head to come here as often as well. You know, sometimes you just don't feel like smiling or talking, and I don't like recording when I don't feel right and pretend I'm feeling right when I don't, you know. So sometimes I would just be coming here, or most of the time I would come here where I feel right and when I need my art therapy. But I do miss being in the craft studio. Truly, I do miss being crafting with the books. Like, there's so many gorgeous images, and I'm thinking, gosh, and when I see your projects, I'm actually jealous that you found the time to use them, and just have so much fun. I miss as well, you know what I miss? Experimenting and creating more than just journal pages. I really hope with the slowing down now challenge, it's going to be slowing down challenge, but I'm gonna try it now. This is a funny, weird page, and I tell you why. I never noticed that the boots aren't the greatest, and you know what, I'm not ashamed to say that there is a little bit of a mistake on my side, that I never seen it, that the perspective of these boots isn't great, and someone just pointed it out, and I was like, oh my daisies. You know what, my books aren't perfect. There will be some mistakes, because when you create, when you look through things 100 times and you double check it, and my proofreader is my Emily, when you check it and 100 times looking at stuff, you just stop seeing things. And I hope that it's not gonna make you not using this beautiful boy, because from the whole book it's probably in the top 3 images. I think it's so gorgeous, and I know someone said, once you pointed it out, I can't unseen it. For me, I don't mind at all. There are some flaws, mistakes in previous books. I think it's less and less with each book because I'm really trying my hardest to see it. But just sometimes you can't because it's simply, you just, and you know what, I want to be honest with you as well. You just sometimes no matter how much you try, things are not perfect in life, including my visions. I can just not see things, or I may just miss-see it, you know. And also, I never forget when I was proofreading one of the books, and I was speaking with my niece over the phone, and I wanted to show her a page, and she said, stop there. And she was on my phone, and she was seeing on the laptop the book, you know, the page, and she goes, stop, auntie, there. That was Natalie, my niece. She said, there is a spelling mistake. I'm like, how on earth have you seen it? Not only that you don't have it in hand, it's not in front of your laptop, it's in the phone. I showed it you so briefly, and she said, but it's there. So there was some mistake, and since then it's me checking the proofing the book. It's my Emily daughter and my niece as well, because you know, like 3, it's better than one person, but still it's nearly unavoidable, the mistakes, and I hope you can forgive me them. Please do, because it would be such a shame to think negative about it. And also, super important, if by any chance you're not happy with the books because it came faulty, as in faded colors or upside down print, do not judge the book in your reviews. Do not give, please, 1-star review, because it's Amazon fault, and it's no problem. They replace your book, guys. If your book isn't in a good condition and it came destroyed because of the rain, packaging, or it came printed upside down or left to right, which happens 1 in thousands and thousands, it will happen, of course. Just return it. There is no issue at all. And I see sometimes 1-star review or 3-star review, oh, my book came printed left to right or something. Like, why would you know, like, book is still amazing, the design is there, you like, it's just, you know, you're reviewing actually the book, not the actual service. So I think it's important to speak about it as well. Now, this is a request from my Emily. This is her page, because she said, Mom, you need to have daffodils and you need to have tulips. And I'm like, Emily, my book is different. And she goes, no, Mom, your spring has to have this. I'm like, are you for real? Yes, Mom. Everyone will be waiting for a little bit of a regular spring. Not your dreamy spring only, Mom, but also a regular, normal book, normal page. I'm like, okay, fine. So here is the flowers. It's a request or suggestion from my Emily. So the flowers, especially this page, is from my Emily for the flowers. Blue houses, I've seen them being used, loved, petted so very much. No surprise there. Fairy houses, always very popular. I think it's a lovely idea to have some beautiful sky, little the clouds to cut out and incorporate in your projects. Another stunning, super pretty page with the beautiful little backgrounds and cute fairies. I mean, you just can't resist that, am I right? Another wonderful big background with tiny fairies for 80s or the inches. So here's a little bit of everything for everyone. I had to have a huge butterfly. I just had this vision that my page in the spring story has to have butterfly page with the one big butterfly, and I just love it. I love everything about this page. Sometimes even if the butterfly is just a regular one, it's good to have a choice. No matter how many, I've always need butterflies. My favorite fairy, I remember making it, and yet again I've seen a lot of other creators already jumping into idea of being in the hammock kind of for the spring. So it makes me smile that, you know, it is inspiring other creators, I guess, because I don't want to say copy, because it's unkind way to say. I don't like it, but being inspiration to other creators of other images, books or digipapers, you know what, I'm proud to set that and start the trends, and then someone else follows it. Yeah, so I don't take an offensive. I don't see it this way. From me, the most important is to give you something that it's not there, and this is one of the image that and it's actually Emily idea, if you really want to know. She suggested the hammock, not me. I'm always giving you the real behind the scenes how things. She was the one suggesting the hammock. So I'm so proud to say this was her original idea. Another gorgeous page with the flowers, which I so love. Very pretty. Sleeping fairies. So gorgeous, loving it. Yet again, the amount of sleeping fairies in spring this way I've seen right now all over, it's insane. Like, and I'm thinking, all right, okay. In general, I think starting the trend of fairies, that everyone is making fairy pages, fairy papers, fairy card making sets, fairy digital papers. Fairies are everywhere. The amount of fairy books that appeared on Amazon is actually scary, and it's sad because I think some people unfortunately looks over. There is no quality, but it's quantity, and I don't agree on that. I rather, like, the market is saturated, and I rather to have an amazing, filled, perfect book, unique, really working hard on it, and having a story behind, and having the feel, the style that you know it's my book, than just having spit it out book after the book. You know, fairies, spring fairies, this fairies. It's actually upsetting in a way, thinking that that's how things are going. But I guess that's how it is, and I'm staying true to myself. That's what my friends are saying when we speak about it, and thinking, oh, wow, and another one, and another fairy book, and another this. And they say, Marta, just don't think about it, you know, stay true to yourself. You're doing right. You're keeping up the standards of creating quality versus quantity. So I hope that makes sense, and I'm not complaining. I guess I'm more explaining because people don't talk about these things, and people don't, or some people may not even realize things. So I think it's valid to speak up and say how things are, and give your input, your feeling about stuff, or your knowledge, or how you see things. Anyway, another absolutely stunning background. It's such a lovely base that you can start your project with. You have it ready, and then just pick and choose what you love the most. These are like insanely beautiful, isn't it? Wishing wells, of course, loving them. Have seen them being used, fabulous. A little more extra little like bits and bobs addition to your project, which we have little elements, plenty of them, because that's why I said, and you have confirmed that this book, if you don't own any of my books, this is the book to go for, because there is a lot to have and play with. You've got everything in it, and even when you read the people's feelings about the book on the Amazon, the reviews, they do say it, that it's like it has it all, and I feel it really does. Little tiny roundy thingies, frames, is it? Sorry. And more frames, and the pinky version with a happy fairy, and beautiful background, extra little birds. I love the pink. Cute little animals. I wanted to give you some animals that are, yet again, I would love to think different, feel different, look different, have a special touch to it. Maremi touch. Maremi sprinkle on it, I hope to say. I think they're absolutely stunning, beautiful, really cute. I'm just looking at it, and I remember when this page appeared, when I had it ready, and I was like, I can look at this cuteness overload forever. Like, it is so very pretty. Different, little bit of a different wording this time, as in different different layout, and I like that. I think you have some sayings, you have some words, basics. We do need a little bit of basic. This page is super special. It was a last added page, a last minute. It was like book was nearly published, but I spoke with my friend Agata, and she said to me, Marta, I love gardening. I so wish for the book with the garden, maybe some sweeping the floor, or putting water in, like watering plants. So this was last minute addition to, actually some other page was taken out so this could jump in, and I couldn't be more happy. So thank you, Agatha, if you're watching it, because this is the most loved fairy, and I'm not surprised. She is like such a wonderful, happy camper, such a joyful little fairy, such a pretty little setup of the page. So super nice. Now I'm so proud to have a little bit of an Easter. There was no time for Easter book, and truly I don't do Easter projects myself. I don't think I ever did. No, I'm sorry. I did Easter Bunny watercolor card last year, which got millions of views on my Instagram. It was probably one of the most watched video ever. It was yet again a unique idea. Nobody ever did it before. I stamped the little circle with the face and drew the ears, and it was I think I stamped it with the toilet rolls, and I think it got a couple of millions views. So Easter isn't something I would typically create, so I wanted you to feel inclusive in this book as much as possible. So having a tiny Easter page as your bonus delight Easter, a special something that you can miss. And this is what my friend said: we need a little bit of Easter somewhere, Marta. I'm like, I'm not mixing my Easter and spring, forget it. But the idea of a little Easter bonus was born, and I was like, this is it, this is perfect. And I don't know, what can I say? What can I say? I like, look at it yourself, and you'll know it. You'll know and you'll feel it. And the bonus page, the beautiful moss house, some little clouds and some little bulbs, and the beautiful, yet again, one of the most used girl. Because it's a third video, I don't know which video I was talking this, but there is, by the time you're watching today's video, there is fashionista personas with the little girls like that in the tutu dresses and things. And there are 3 new industrial books: the backgrounds, the bits and bobs, and the kids. So I think it's a lovely combination collection. And if you have the first industrial book that was published months ago, I'm pretty sure you will love the next one because it's upgraded version. However, funny enough, that book was the fashionista personas was created and started and created last year, June. And you know why it never came out? Because I switched the idea to do Christmas fairies, and that book never got published because it just didn't happen. So the fashionista was actually ready, but then I figured I'm gonna jump in with the Christmas fairies, and the Christmas fairies got published in August, I think, and the fashionista never did. So waited this long, nearly what, 6 months, 9 months. A long time, but it's out there, and I'm so happy because it's a very pretty book with the moons and some stars and balloons being held, and fashionista because they have the sweaters and they have clothing and they have dresses, and they're just so very pretty again. So yes, a little story behind again. And there we have bits and pieces about the jumbo cards, all the informations and all. There we go. I'm so happy I did that flip through and little chat, because it's been a while and I had this book waiting in the house for 3-4 days only, so I really got it recently. So a lot of you have made flip through already on your channels, which is wonderful, and thank you so much for everyone who did it. Do you know, I'm so glad seeing plenty of views on your channels, because if I do my views first, my stories or my book first as the flip through, I see it as the way that I take away the possibility of seeing on your channels, and I love giving a chance, an opportunity, small channels to grow. So that's one of the things why I'm not rushing with my flip throughs, to give outlet and give the voice to small YouTube channels. I hope that makes sense. I really try to give and share and give the platform if I can. The group also is a platform to people who wish to grow and learn and do stuff, and you know, I just think it's so important to support each other. And most definitely, if someone is showing my books and making projects with my books, I'm so happy that they can share things in my group, in our group I should say, because it is in my group. Like, I share there, but not as often as you guys. So it is your group, it's your community, our community, which I couldn't be more proud. I think that's it, friends. Let's just jump in for the, well, I say video number 4 for this evening. It is midnight currently, 5 to midnight. I'm so happy, I'm smiling because I can't believe it. When was the last time I recorded 4 videos in a row? No, 3 videos in a row. And I love you, but I have to go. Till the next time, happy crafting, and I'll speak to you soon. Happy day. Bye.